No, what surprised me, you still remember what happened. Why I don't remember now?
Yeah. Look, I guess we are too young. And also, we have to admit, or most of the stories, these are from the people around us. And then Ronara di pecha pech. And then turn them into our own memories.
I even asked you one day, my father said I was staying with my grandmother. When you ask, how did I get there while I have my mother and my sisters? You don't get the answers.
Your mother and your sisters.
When I ask my mother, she always get annoyed. And then she will say, okay, I don't want to talk bad about my mom. I love my mom. But when you ask some of the things that you don't understand, they tend to get very annoyed. It's like you disrespect them, you understand? So you need to keep them aside in the Tutorial boat. But I'm wondering, why would my mother let me go and stay with my grandmother so long? I wish one day these interviews, maybe when they are here, they could explain about, so that I don't feel like maybe kiba tausinyamba watodi baka mabit or understand or kiba tausinya the way could sing that.
And of course, there we have it, as we are featuring one of my faves, Sechaba Pali, a gospel musician. And let me tell you guys, the reason why I'm making this video is to remind you guys to be, kind, especially when you come across this man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, as much as I am a huge fan of Sechaba Pali, I do understand the fact that this man went through a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. This man went through a lot. For those who do not know, Sechaba Pali is a gospel musician from Lesotho, if I'm not mistaken, right? And we are going to talk about it because I just came across this video and I felt the need, to make a commentary based on this video. I believe he was talking about, his childhood background. And if you do not know about Sechaba Pali, I'm just going to narrate, the story about him, right? Just to remind you guys to pray for this man, because he definitely needs your prayers. And I do believe there are many people who are taking advantage of him, because of his situation. There are many musicians that we saw on social media taking the spot, using him for the spotlight, using him and tossing him aside as if he was a nobody, right? So guys, I came across this video. I don't know when the video was made, but I came across the video just now, and I'm not even gonna lie, as one of his fans, it was so sad to watch. But let me quickly introduce you to Sechaba Pali. For those who do not know him, we know him as a gospel musician, but people seem to forget the things that he went through as a kid. For those who do not know, Sechaba Pali became homeless as a teenager. Apparently, he had to leave school around the age of 15 or 14, and I do stand to be corrected, guys. He left school at the age of 14 years old and went to Johannesburg looking for a job because he was tired of his situation. He was tired of depending on other people. All he wanted was to be independent, and it was good. But unfortunately, guys, he ended up living on the streets for about 2.5 years, including sleeping under bridges. He went through drugs, guys. He went through drugs. He lived on the streets until someone discovered his talents, and that's when his life changed. Guys, this man went through a lot. And Malaibati, you know what? My life is now, on the right track. Chikichikum Tanakabantu loses his wife due to a tragic car accident. And unfortunately, he was inside that tragic car accident. After losing his life, Sechaba Pali changed into a different person. He was no longer the same. He started to depend on alcohol. He literally changed and went back to square one. That's how bad this situation was. And it is so sad that there are still celebrities who want to take advantage of his kindness, who want to take advantage of his situation. instead of lending instead of lending a hand, they are taking advantage of the situation. It is really sad. Not long ago, he was popping on my timeline. I thought maybe, yeah, man, the guy is about to get his break. The guy is about to make his comeback. But unfortunately, he went moot again. Where is Sechaba Pali? Because if there's any artist that we need on our screen, is this guy. A guy who refused to sell his soul to the devil like other celebrities. A guy who chose the gift that God blessed him with over money and greed and wealth and power. We need people like this. Where is he? So yeah, man, guys, please learn to be kind to this man. This man lost a wife. This man went through a lot.